It's our favorite time of the week, Faith Friday, and we are so excited to have our next guest with us. She is a creative writing professor at Smith College in Massachusetts, and she is an award-winning author.
And she has now released her 5th book. It's titled The Book of Form and Emptiness. And she's here to tell us all about Zen Buddhist priest Ruth Ozeki. It is good to have you here with us. We have the book right here in front of us, and the first thing I say, wow, that's a thick book. And then it took you, I have this right? It took you over a decade to write this book, but then you finished right on time. How did that work?
Well, you know, it did. I'm a slow writer. What can I say? And I do a lot of things, right? Well, the book is about, you know, a young boy named Benny who's struggling with mental health issues after his father dies. And his mother, you know, who's lost her husband, is grieving too. And most of the book I wrote before the pandemic, you know, but since then, over 1 million Americans have died, and people have lost their fathers and mothers and children and grandfathers, you know, and the impact of all of this on our collective mental health is really profound, right? So I just think that you know, I've been receiving a lot of emails from readers saying that the book has given them a way of affirming their own grief. And that's been incredibly gratifying. I think we're all struggling with loss, you know, but in our effort to get back to normal as quickly as possible, maybe we're not doing enough to acknowledge this.
Yeah, and this book does that. The title, The Book of Form and Emptiness, is actually inspired by a Buddhist teaching that nothing is permanent, correct?
That's right. Yes, that's correct.
And what do you want readers to take from that about material possessions, about just how life is transient?
Yeah, well, you know, one of the first, you know, Buddhist teachings is impermanence. You know, that nothing is nothing, you know, in this world lasts forever, and I think we all know that, right? I mean, I think we're becoming increasingly aware of that, and so anything that has form, right, is at some point going to lose its form. And the way I like to think about the relationship of form and emptiness is to think about an ocean, right? And to think about like this vast ocean, and that's like the ocean of emptiness, right? And then in that ocean, a little wave, you know, starts to pop up its head, right? And it kind of looks around, right? And it's like, wow, look at me, you know, I'm really something. I'm a wave. I'm taller than everybody else around here. And then, you know, the planet starts to move and the tides shift and the wind, you know, dies down and the wave starts to sink. And the wave is like, oh my God, no, you know, I'm back in emptiness again. And so that's the kind of relationship between form and emptiness that that the book, I think, tries to evoke.
Well, ma'am, this is the part of the program and this segment, of course, where we hand it over to our guests and let you give our viewers a little hope and inspiration going into the weekend. So go right ahead.
Sure. Well, you know, the pandemic has really made me appreciate one of Buddhism's fundamental teachings, and that's the truth of interconnectedness. And Thich Nhat Hanh, the Vietnamese Zen teacher who passed away in January, sadly, used to use the word interbeing. And what it means is simply that we are all connected, deeply connected and dependent on each other and on the planet. And I think the virus is really showing us this. You know, the virus doesn't care about borders between countries or states or political or religious divides. And so the only way we can, you know, survive and thrive in this world with COVID or whatever else comes next is to really recognize our interconnectedness and fight this thing together.
Well, that is a great Faith Friday note to end on. Ruth Ozeki, it is an absolute pleasure. Congratulations on the book, and we'll see you in 20 years when you finish the next one, right? Thank you so much. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, TJ. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.